Hey guys, today I'll be using a different kind of paint than from all my other videos. So I'll show you how I work with this paint. But before I start, I just want to take a minute to say thank you to this amazing woman named Claudia from Santa Fe. She not only made this amazing necklace for me, she made two necklaces and two bracelets out of beads that she made herself, and it's so beautiful. I love it and I wear them. She also made a video dedicated to me showing her appreciation and all the paintings that she has done inspired by me, and it's on YouTube, and I have to say I bawled. I cried for like 5 minutes. It's really amazing to see how much people I've helped and inspired with this painting. So I just wanted to say, Claudia, you're an amazing woman, and thank you so much for showing your appreciation. I love it. Alright, so the paint I'm going to be using today is from ColourArte. Now, this super cool lady named Leslie sent me these paints about 5-6 months ago, and she sent me another batch recently, so I decided to make a video showing the results I get with these paints. So the only difference here is that there's an extra step to the preparing process. So you're going to need the liquid here and the pigment that goes with it. Alright, so I'm just going to put my camera down. Alright, that seems pretty good there. So I have all these colors, but I've decided to use these 6 here. So I'm just going to put these away. So you put in the liquid first, and then you add the pigment. Oops, I put away my other color. So I'm just going to show you. I have my 1/4 teaspoon here, and I put about a 1/4 teaspoon for about that amount of liquid. Maximum a 1/4 teaspoon. It really doesn't take a lot. I'll also be using white from Artist Loft. From this bottle here. My white is here. Now, the magical part of this paint that I love the most is the preparing process, because when you mix in the paint, the color, oh my gosh, it's just, the color is amazing. It's so beautiful. And all these paints, they're like metallic-y. I'm pretty far here. I'm going to try and show you. You gotta mix it in well. And we have this amazing, oh, I got some sunlight here. You see that? It's so pretty. So this is jasmine. The blue I have here is Ocean Wave. Now I'll mix these in front of you. It's going to take a bit of time, but I just want you to see. Oh my gosh, the color is so pretty. Now, while I'm mixing these, I just want to say that I've often read people who say that they're afraid to use bigger canvases. They're like intimidated, afraid to use more paint. So they're always working on smaller canvases because of that. And I just want to say, don't be afraid to go bigger. I've noticed that the less paintings that I've ever ruined were the bigger ones. It's like the bigger you go, the better result you're going to get. And I'm like, well, this is for me, obviously. I'm speaking for myself here. Just don't be afraid to go big, you guys. It's fun. It gives better results, I find. So this is a 24 by 24 canvas. Look at that color. Oh, I hope you can see that. It's amazing. And this is Lucky Apple. I'm also using Snapdragon, African Jade, and Ginger Peach. So not to bore you with all this mixing, I'm just going to show you that I add a little bit of pouring medium. Just a few drops. I've also added pouring medium to my white. You can see the quantity there. Now I'll do one color to show you, but then I'll stop the camera and finish mixing my paints. I'm using popsicle sticks today, just for today, because I have 6 colors and I didn't feel like washing my paintbrush every time. So then I add the water, a little bit at a time. It doesn't take much, but the paint is pretty thick, so you have to add water. Alright, so that seems pretty good. I might have added a drop too much water, so you guys, if you're using this paint, really go a little bit at a time. I'm pretty sure the time it's going to take me to prepare all of these is going to have thickened up a bit. Alright, so that's pretty good. So let me just stop the camera. I will prepare all of this and I'll start my painting, alright? Alright guys, so I am back, and before I start I just want to say that I'm working on a used canvas that I washed off and painted the sides. And also I've added some paint to some of my colors because after looking at what I had prepared there, I don't think I had enough for this size painting. So let's hope this works out. Now, in every brand of paint, every color is different. It's the same thing for this one here. And this orangey color here is the only color, well, it's the color I've had the most trouble with. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour the whole thing in this corner here and just let it be. And I'll see what happens with that. And I think I'm going to do the same thing for the green here, but in this area. These colors are so freaking pretty. Alright, so I'm going to speed up the rest, you guys. Alright guys, so I'm ready to move this around. You can see how the Artist Loft reacts with this paint. It makes these little like snowflakey, flowery like reaction. It's super pretty. But I've tried making a painting just with that, just like pouring circles and letting the reaction dry out like that, and it didn't work though. So maybe it would work for you, but it didn't work for me. So I hope I have enough paint here. I'm kind of freaking out, I have to admit. Oh man, the colors are so pretty. All right. These paints react much differently than what I'm used to, so I'm going slower. I find that the faster you move your canvas, the more cells appear, but this paint, it doesn't give cells for me. Well, I just haven't found the way yet to get cells, but it gives a very different, more angelic-y style of result. And I love it. That's why I called my first painting Angelica, because that's what it reminded me of. So I lost my green. My orange is still there. I'm not covered properly. Shit. You know what? I'm not going to move it around more. I'm going to try and fix that with my fingers, because I'm really liking it like that. Oh yeah, this is cool. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop the camera. I'll fix my sides up here and I'll turn this around for you, alright? Bye. I'm back. This is about 15 minutes later. So what I did in that corner over there where there was missing paint is I just put my finger in my cup and used some of that little leftover and just spread it on there. Now you can see how differently this paint reacts compared to my usual paintings. I really love all those little lines of white. They're like lightning bolts. And you see all those little dots there? They're like, I'm not gonna call them cells. I don't know what they are, but they're super small and super cool, and they're like everywhere. It's probably the reaction between the Artist Loft and this brand here. What I like most about this paint is the way it dries. It looks like it's already varnished. It's so glossy and metallic-y when it's dry. So what I'm gonna do, because I have to leave now for the rest of the day, I won't even be able to check out my painting. But I will film this tomorrow and add it to the end of the video so you guys can see the dried result and how cool it looks. Alright? Hope you guys like this. Bye. Alright guys, so this is the dried result. I thought I had lost all my green there, but I didn't. Finally, it came back up. And you can see that it dried pretty much exactly the same with all those little mini dots kind of in there. I just want to show you from the side. You see how glazed that looks like? It looks like that I gave a gloss varnish there, but I didn't at all. I didn't do anything. That is just the paint. I have to admit my sides aren't as nice as usual, so I think I'm going to try something different with this painting and paint the sides, because I don't like that finish there. So this is the whole deal. Sorry for my crabby wall. Hope you guys like this, and I'm going to be putting the link to the ColourArte website in the description with the video from Claudia if you guys want to check that out. She's just too sweet. Alright, bye!